Hey gang, how are we doing? I definitely didn't forget to put the music on. I don't know what you're talking about. How are we doing, Kitty? Thank you for being first, my dear. Lovely. We are gonna play a little bit of cities this evening because it's had an update, and this traffic jam that was here that I was going to show you has now cleared up, so that's ruined that. There were a load of taxis, they've all gone now, so that's nice. Just have to sit and watch traffic for a little while and it goes away, which is nice. Oh, how's everybody doing? Kitty, how are you doing? How's uni going? How is the city going? It's been a while since we played cities. It's been a little while. Got a bit of garbage piling up here. But we're back in cities because we have got some Netherlands buildings to use, which is nice. Still need stone, but that's fine. Because we built this area last time we played, which looks kind of boring, so that can probably have some love at some point. All these rows of houses can get prettied up at some point. But we've got these new Netherlands kind of zoning types, and some of these look amazing and definitely fit in with the style of city that we've got with all our canals and stuff. So I think there's a few little places where we can be a little bit drastic and rip out some of this stuff. And that basically is this area over here, which I'm not entirely in love with. The density is fine, but the actual buildings are a bit ugly. Had Freshers Fair today, let's go. Did you get lots of free stuff? Did you get lots of free stuff, my dear? Because Freshers Fair was always about grabbing loads of free things. So what we're going to do is we're going to be a little bit drastic, and what I might do first is pause the game so we can demolish buildings I don't like, because I like this tall one there. I don't like these little small ones. I don't like these little offices. Don't mind these two little things as much, but they don't really make much sense. That one's fine. Don't like these. Don't like these because I think these can end up being little row houses and stuff, which will look good. Don't like any of this. There's some schools hidden in here, which we could potentially swap out. And then we got that. We got a subway station, which is fine. This yellow building can stay, I think. But yeah, Freshers Fair is an exciting thing. Those ones there are fine. I don't like these ones. And then I want to keep that yellow one there on that corner, but none of these can stay. And I think we're just going to be putting a lot of people on the street, unfortunately. But there's not really any way around that. The stuff under that can stay. What about this yellow one here? What do we reckon? I like it, I just don't like the orientation of it, to be fair. It was good. Okay. Good. I'm glad. So, would this look any better if we did it like this? Brad, it was good. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. Don't like any of these little ones. That grey one can stay. Don't like any of these. That white one can stay. I quite like that red one. The yellow one next to it is fine as well. Don't like any of them. Don't like that one. And the little blue one can stay. So we kind of trashed a ton of that. And then what we will do is we'll come back here and just unzone all of that stuff. So that they don't build in again. Get rid of all the zoning. And then any zone that just randomly pops up when you get rid of it. Annie! Hi dear, Margot, welcome in. I had to disappear because I started streaming and I missed the end of it. But how are you, dear? How's it going? How did Pokemon go? I know what it went, but please tell me how it went. The new stuff broke? No, not the new stuff breaking. Oh dear. You'll fix it. You're smart. You're a smart cookie. You died in the cave. Oh dear. Thank you very much for the raid though, my lovely. I know it is getting early there, so make sure you go and snoogle up. Get a snack or whatever you want to do, me lovely.
A rapturous riot of flavour, succulent filling, creamy sauce. All wrapped up in the flakiest of flaky pastries in one or both hands.
Margot, thank you for claiming your daily sausage roll. Perfect for 2 o'clock in the morning. So please enjoy it with one or both hands. We are back in City Skylines because there was a little tiny update where we've got
rapturous riot of flavour, succulent filling, creamy sauce. All wrapped up in the flakiest of flaky pastries in one or both hands.
Annie, thank you for coming your daily sausage roll. So we've got some little Netherlands building types which we're going to plop into this area and stuff. So we're just blowing this up. What's happening that there? I go to that screen, it does that. That's weird. But yeah, thank you Annie for the raid. As I said, anybody who came in from Annie's raid and if you're tired and sleepy, please go to bed or get all snuggled up and stuff. But we're just going to chill out with some tunes and some city. And basically this update for cities is perfect for my city. So I'm very happy and we're just going to kick everybody out of their houses. And yeah, we just trashed everything that was in this area. But I keep saying thank you again for the raid, and you don't have to raid me, and I feel very special when you do. And I missed a spot of stuff, and these people are building back in. Demolish, go away, go away. But I've enjoyed watching you be playing Pokemon because I do like Pokemon. It's making me feel very nostalgic for the classic ones. I think that was fine. And I think we have just basically kicked everybody out of their houses. The people are all homeless. Margot is a sausage roll and blankets are your pastry. 9999 Margot. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for claiming your daily sausage roll. Have good sleeps, my dear. Yeah, we have made all these people homeless. It's been very chill. I've enjoyed it. So we've just made all these people homeless. I don't think you can park your helicopter there. Doesn't seem sensible. You make a tea and grab nighttime meds and then come back. Okie dokie, thank you, lovey. Go find some grub. But I think, hopefully by the time you can get back, we can have some buildings in here for a start. Let us pop in a little tiny block of low rent there, just on the end. It's only going to pop. I think all these are quite small zones. So we're going to do that there, put little row houses there. My plan with this was to do exactly the same thing, and what I'm going to do is trash that road for the minute, so that we can put in some more row housing on this road. Because I think this is going to fit our aesthetic nicely. Pop another one on the end. And this building set has corner buildings, which is excellent. Unlike the defaults that don't really have, well, that literally don't have corner buildings. This has corner buildings. You're quite far from the edge. Can we squizzle you so that you actually fit in here? I think whilst I can, I'm just going to give Ms. Crevice another little tiny shout out. There we go. Because she is a cutie and she does need a follow. Hi Hellfire, welcome in my love. How are you doing? I'm good, thank you. I'm kind of listening to the storm outside, so I hope you're okay. But I'm good. I've had a busy week, but yeah, the storm is raging outside. COVID right now. Not COVID. I hope you resting up, lovey. Kitty. So I've got 3 tryouts for 3 sports teams over the next 3 days. Let's go. What sports are those? I'm guessing one of them's cricket. That's kind of big. It's kind of a that's kind of a big thing, getting involved in the sports uni. Oh, okay, not cricket then. Baseball, American football, and dodgeball. Let's go. Slightly anxious for my friend as her bottom surgery day. I'm waiting on her to reply. Oh, I'm sure she is absolutely fine. But let us just hope that she lets you know sooner rather than later, so that your mind can be at rest, because it's not fun waiting around. Cricket tryouts in 3 weeks. Yeah, I hate it too. Hellfire. It's not fun, but that's big though. Getting the bottom surgery, that's kind of awesome. Well, it's not kind of awesome, it's literally awesome. It's big. So slay your friend. Yay, let's go. Just waiting for so long. Yeah, I imagine it is. It's not easy to get. It's not easy to get. I literally don't have to say anymore. Yeah, so this little Amsterdam pack means that we have all these little Amsterdam-y buildings popping, which kind of really fit the vibe of what we've done in this city, which the original stuff is over here with the trees and stuff, so I think we might add some trees in front of these ones over here to tie it in a bit. I'm not entirely sure if I like this one, for instance. I like more the ones with the triangle gabled roofs going that way. Windy rain have really started there last minute. Yeah, it's past couple of hours it's just been blowing a hooey. Playing Civ 6 kitty, let's go. Let's go, kitty. But yeah, this has corner plots as well, which it looks amazing because I love that there's a building on the back of this that's orientated a different way. All these people at the bus stop. How many people are waiting? 1,353 people because I destroyed their houses. Well, what I might do is just trash some of these and see if we can get this different style in. Play whack-a-mole a little bit. Get in a call. Trash some of those so we see if we get some of these more interesting looking ones. But while we wait, because we put some more over here, and they kind of like, you can see the difference between these two kind of designs of building. I kind of still like these original ones though as well. I like the pattern on the edge of it. These feel a little bit plain perhaps. Annie is back. But yes, Annie, these are the new Netherlandsy buildings that we're putting in. These are the old ones, these are the new ones. We've got our little, oh, that's exciting. It's not the most exciting thing, but a little low rent one. Oh, camera goes all crazy. And then we're just popping them in on this waterfront here. And you can see all my people at the bus stop. It's going to take a few buses to get rid of these folks. But yeah, we need to pop in a bunch more of this Netherlandsy housing, which is probably going to be this stuff. And I can't remember how big it lets you put it in. Is it just 3? Because in that case it would be kind of 6 deep is the maximum. So if we pop in this alleyway here, is he going to let me do it? Thank you. Game. Oh, apparently I need Anarchy to do this. There we go. And what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing, chat? What am I doing? I'm confused. Back. Scammers. Bloody scammers. But you're not wasting the time. Love to see it. Love to see it, Alfire. Right, what we might do, because this is just going to be a faff, I can actually use the tool, the mod that we've got installed, so we should be able to filter on this, and we only want level 1s, and It's very small. I think they've got very long names, unfortunately. Ooh, bit of auto mod. But they went, have you had an accident? So you drive straight to the accident sitting and they hung up. What did they add in the cities update? At the minute, they have added these Netherlandsy buildings. So it's all Netherlandsy stuff. And I'm trying to pop some in. Here we go. So these aren't the most exciting looking things, and we can't really see them. But we have these kind of Netherlandsy buildings, which those ones are kind of boring, but these ones definitely fit in with my kind of Netherlandsy aesthetic and harboury canal-y aesthetic. I don't know why that keeps doing that. I move my mouse across, but there we go, we'll just ignore it. And we've got, where are they going to be? Are they going to be in here? No. I'm sure we had, is it a park? Is it a park? Yes, there we go. So we also have a windy mill. Which is kind of cute. I think we've got some schools.
Such a huge fan. I am such a huge fan.
Big fan, exactly. I forgot it. No, maybe not schools. Is it a fire station? Yeah, got a little tiny fire station. Don't they cause 5G windmills? No. We got a little it's not little, it's quite big. Netherlands police station. I think we got Netherlandsy hospital. Get rid of that so we can kind of see. We got a Netherlandsy hospital going on. A little Netherlandsy medical clinic. Here we got a slightly phallic looking water tower. I say slightly, I mean very. It'd be nice if that was like the first thing you see when you come into the city. Nice. Not at all suggestive looking. Should be one on each side. Yeah, maybe not. Did we get anything else? I can't remember. We've got a little substation which is cute. I think this is in replacing for this transformer station. Yeah, so literally we can, let's grab this and we can actually trash this ugly looking thing. And we can come into the power. You are awful, Hellfire. We can put in this little tiny thing instead. And it's much nicer looking. It's much nicer looking than that horrible other thing. The wires are a bit odd, but and it's got a little clock on it as well, which I'm pretty sure the clock actually works too. Well, it's certainly going round. Yeah, it works. So that clock actually works. Sweet but psycho, yeah. We've got a little working clock, which is cute. So it's going off the in-game time. If we go really, really fast, we'll make it go fast. Yeah. How's my week been? My week has been alright, to be fair. It's gone kind of quickly, which is nice. It's been nice. It's nice that it's gone quick. It's already the weekend again. I wish you could make time. I wish I could make time to quicker and slower and backwards. It would be. I think it would be fun to be able to control time. I think it would be fun. My superpower of choice has always been invisibility or teleportation. Probably teleportation. Just being able to go anywhere I want, whenever I want, and leave whenever I want. I think that's probably my preferred thing. You can age your enemies to 100. That's pretty slay. This, I think we should move this somewhere kind of like where it was kind of in the way or something, like over here maybe, and they kind of had to build the highway around it or something. Not quite right in the middle, but like kind of right here or something. And we'll put a little alleyway to it. So like this entire, like this highway was supposed to go this way, but there was a windmill in the way, so they swept round it or something. Could de-age your friends. Could you de-age me a little bit? That would be lovely. Just a smidge. Tarduck. I'm 21 again. Fabulous. I don't think I would mind being 21 again. I think I was fairly sorted at 21. Ooh, interesting. Because I flattened that to the same level as this, and it's up a hill. So interesting. Let's put it back to there. It didn't look that far down, but apparently it was. Trees, that's the thing we need. Tiny brush. Tiny brush. And then do this. Can we get rid of all the trees, please? Or has this got trees on it? Is that what's going on? No, I didn't think you had all these trees on you. Yeah, there we go. Get rid of that tree in the road. And I'm pretty sure this has a little extension thing on it. A gift shop and a cafe. Yep, there we go. Which is kind of cute. So you'll be able to kind of see a peek of a windmill as you drive along the highway.
And maybe I shouldn't say this because I know it's a terrible cliche, but it's true. I find it easier using my hands, but you may use whatever implements you prefer.
Thank you for claiming your daily sausage roll, Hellfire. A up, Hellfire. A up, Hellfire Horrible. Your proper lush like the smell of chips walking past Chippy. That is true, Hellfire. I say that about you all the time. You find it easy with your hands too. It is usually easier with your hands than whatever implement, because we don't stand on ceremony here. You see a sausage roll and we shove it down our necks. Right, we were popping in these buildings.
A rapturous riot of flavour, succulent filling, creamy sauce. All wrapped.
Llama, thank you for the raid, my love. Mikey, thank you for claiming your daily sausage roll. How are you doing? Llama, how are you doing? I can never figure out whether it's late or early for you. I don't understand what time it is. Please explain what time it is. But welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. We are playing City Skylines for the first time in what feels like forever. It's both. It's both late and early. Okay. Well, thank you for the raid, Lovey. It's 9:30. Is that must be AM, or is it PM? No, it must be AM. Or is it PM? I don't know. AM. I thought it would be. I get confused. I've got an Australian clock on my stream deck to tell me what time it is in Australia, but I probably need an American one. A US one, at least somewhere in America, so I can actually figure out what kind of time it is. But welcome in. We are putting in some Netherlandsy buildings and stuff into our canal city because they're basically perfect. But welcome in, Llama, welcome in, Mikey. We're just chilling. We are chilling. I put a windmill in. A big fan. And we're just plopping some of these little buildings in manually to try and fill this space up a bit better than the game does. Yeah. Bit of anarchy, that's what we need. Anarchy. I'm just popping some of these. We've got some nice looking buildings on the main road, and then we've got some kind of ugly looking ones on the back, but they've got nice gardens and stuff. Don't worry, be on my Aussie one soon enough. Lovely. Love to hear it. But ad break, unfortunately, but so why is it always an ad break when Llama raids in? I feel like it's all the time. But yeah, so just need to. I don't actually like these corners. I think we might need to try something different on these corners. Or maybe we can fill this in with something else. But if we take that out, and then we can take that out there, and take that out there, we can probably try and figure out something to put on these corners, maybe. Because maybe we can get rid of that. And we can find a nice kind of building that kind of fits on a corner. Nope. Well, it kind of get away with that. Back from ads. Welcome back. Welcome back. I forgot what I was saying now. Welcome back, Lovey. But don't worry, be up on my Aussie one soon. Ads. Hellfire's in ads. Hellfire is in ads. Why are you going to be on my Aussie clock? Well, Llama, are you... Why are you in Australia? Feels accusatory. What you doing? Business or pleasure? It's a very boring looking building. It feels backwards as well. I'm confused as to why it's that way around. So, okay, just the joke that you're going to move that. Okay, I get you. I've got you. Ugh, so this doesn't even go the right way. I hate it. Sad. That one doesn't actually work. I think that's fine. Like, they would have replaced a building on the corner for some reason. Gotta run to bed now. Have a good day. Good night all. Night night llama. Anybody else that needs to go to bed, please go to bed. But llama, thank you for the raid again, my lovely. What am I doing? Chat, I'm getting confused. I'm tired. It's been a long week. I say it's been a long weekend. It feels like it's been really short, but it's also been really long. 1, 2, there we go. And then we want a little tiny building. I think it's just been a long day. There is a storm brewing. So I'm just trying to find a little building that would fit in this gap. And they're probably all fine. That's kind of cute. It's boring. 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 But this is the pack. This pack has got a bunch of buildings in it. I like that being a bit taller, but the gables are a bit weird. The gables are a bit weird. Ooh, that one's nice. I like the little steps. I think the little step one might be the winner. Yeah, we do cozy vibes here. That's what we do. Let's go with that one. Because I think that is kind of fun in that gap. On this alley, just to fill up that thing. I'm intrigued by this little column on this building. That's very interesting architecturally. We could do the same on that side and get rid of that building, but I think we're probably fine. Let us plop in. Can we find like a 3x3 or something? And find a little kind of nice looking 3x3. I would like it to be kind of brown coloured, really. Ooh, nice, lovely. Perfect. I actually think that is part of this anyway, so that is lovely. And we can probably put in a similar thing but different on this side. Ooh, that's kind of fun with a little angled entrance. That one's got a smaller angled of an entrance. That one's quite nice. I'm going to put that one in because it's got the overhang as well. Little balconies and stuff. It's interesting. Got a little tiny alleyway here. Where has that come from, that little gap? Because it's on everything. But I'm just trying to figure out where this way. It doesn't seem to be there. So can we squidge all this stuff in a way that that gap goes away? And we should be able to grab all of this and then drag that way. So that they're all one big block and all the gardens are all buttoned up against each other. Lovely. Back into here. Can we put 2 big blocks in just for funsies? Yeah, let's put 2 of those in. Just fill up that gap completely. we didn't get any schools with this pack, did we? No. So we can't really replace these schools. Thank you, Hellfire. I do. This game is good in some respects, but then if you want it to look really pretty, you've got to go in and kind of like manually place buildings and stuff, which is kind of what we did all over here and everything. You end up putting things in and tarting them up. While I remember, what we will do is grab our... What trees have we got? Is it birch trees? It's birch trees. We will... I don't think I can actually put them on that bit of road. We will put in trees on that side of the road there. And we got a bus stop, which is buggering that up a bit. Where does that bus route go? Can we get that bus route off of here? So it comes down there, so we can in fact should be able to just move this bus stop up onto here like that, so we actually have this here, and we can pop our trees on there now, just to make it nice and lovely on that waterfront. Got lots of parking on this road too, which we kind of don't really want. So we shall just give people a wide sidewalk, potentially. Yeah. That can stay because it has got a thingy bob, and then we get rid of the parking there. Just to neaten that up a bit. That's that bridge there, so everybody's walking up there, that's fine. I was wondering whether we should have a little footbridge across here somewhere, but it's probably fine with those two bridges. Can't see that one behind my face, but those two bridges is probably fine. But yeah, basically this kind of little design that we've got going on here is kind of what I want to replicate throughout the rest of this. Let us grab those two. Squidge them back a bit. What zoning have we got here? We've got little 2 gaps, which is fine. You're not quite squidged up against there. I would kind of like to move these out of the middle, to be fair. Because this feels like a big space that we could be filling up with something nice looking. And these are a bit kind of mucking up the design of it. I'm just looking at over here where there's gaps that they would basically fill up. I don't think they quite fit in there, but just try and get off that, please. Thank you. Try and get these 2 schools out of this central kind of area so we can have more of something interesting in this. Maybe. Because I think this design that we've got here can get replicated into these kind of things, but this kind of square that we've got here, we've potential to do something a bit more interesting. So I'm just trying to figure out where the best place to plop these is, because this fits in here, so we can like immediately put that in there. Which I think is good. This one is slightly weird because it's like 6 thingies deep. Or is it 7 thingies deep? 6 thingies deep. 7, 6, 7, 7.
And maybe I shouldn't say this because I know it's a terrible cliche, but it's true. I find it easier using my hands, but you may use whatever implements you prefer.
Auntie Waddy, thank you for coming your daily sausage roll, my love. Thank you. Please enjoy it with one or both hands or whatever implement you might prefer, and wonder why my camera is going crazy. But welcome in. Do you know what they say about the Netherlands? What do they say about the Netherlands, Auntie? No, Auntie wants to tell us. Auntie's educating us. I don't know. I've never been. That's why I was asking you. Okay. Was that a joke? Was there a joke in there somewhere? If you could just let me know if there was a joke in there, and I'll laugh. It's so bitchy. Oh my god. But this was the plan. So we're demolishing Sterling Street. I laughed. I kind of laughed at myself. But you were here too, so it's fine. I think I prefer to D's Nuts joke. I hate D's Nuts jokes. They're so annoying. It's almost as annoying as I hardly know her, which unfortunately is stuck in my brain because of PCing. So basically, we love Tara, we just don't love Tara's jokes. So sorry, Tara. Oh dear. I'm just going to give it a certain amount of time so nobody can clip that and it's fine. We tolerate their jokes exactly. Like Adsy Wadsy. We like Adsy Wadsy, we tolerate their jokes. Could we that's all you ask, exactly. Could we put in a little kind of wonky cul-de-sac into this? So I'm going to turn anarchy off, get rid of all this stuff, and like this. So we should be able to kind of like do this. Easy enough. Is this entire space not actually square? But the point of this was then we could put like a normal size rose there or something. How big is this? What I'm thinking is we could do this again, but in a kind of horseshoe shape, in a U shape, And then we can put a park in the middle of here, maybe. So maybe that doesn't need to be that big a road. Maybe. Shh. Wall of silence, everybody. Wall of silence. Hi, Tara. How you doing, lovey? No. There is no evidence, Tara. There is no evidence. Welcome in, everybody. I said nothing. Wall of silence. Nothing. Welcome in, everybody. How you doing, Tara? How was your stream? How did it go? I saw you were playing Hollow Knight. Silky song. How was the silk song? Have you silked the song? Is the song fully silked? Cosmosis, welcome in, my love. Atlas, welcome in. Welcome in. We're playing City Skylines. We're building some Netherlandsy buildings. We're telling jokes. We're having fun. It's all good. Nobody's getting slandered. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. Let's go back to Adzy's awful joke. Adzy, tell us another awful joke, please. Come on, Adzy. The stage is yours. Let's do this. Because Automod hates Terra. You love this game? I love this game too, Atlas. I also love this game. I haven't played for a little while because it got a little bit
And maybe I shouldn't say this because I know it's a terrible cliche, but it's true. I find it easier using my hands, but you may use whatever implements you prefer.
Limlu, please enjoy your daily sausage roll. Please enjoy it with one or both hands or whatever implement you prefer. Is this another joke, Adzy? Do I like Denmark? Yes, I do like Denmark. Welcome in, Lee. Welcome in, my love. Hope you had a good evening. Lovely meal and stuff. Tara's out of sausage rolls. Get more sausage rolls. Yeah, Adzy, do you know what they say about the Netherlands? I don't know. I've never been. That's why I was asking you. If I had a mod, they would ban Adzy. It's true, they would.
Entertaining gentlemen callers in the whorish fashion. And now I have nuts to attend to.
Tara Stormer, please enjoy your daily sausage roll and attend to whichever gentleman callers you may need to attend to. And also anybody from Tara's stream, if you do need to go and chill and sleep, and Tara, if you need to go and chill and sleep because it's getting late in Australia, please feel free to do so. We are just going to chill. And
maybe I shouldn't say this because I know it's a terrible cliche, but it's true. I find it easier using my hands, but you may use whatever implements you prefer.
Need a snack? Well, please, like Atlas, please go get a sausage roll. Atlas, thank you for claiming your day. The first ever daily sausage roll. The most delicious Dutch sausage roll is the first one. What is a sausage roll? A sausage roll is a sausage wrapped in pastry. And it is a delicious UK British delicacy from the wonder that is Greg's, but also from better places. So, yeah. Lux, please go sleep. Go sleep. Everybody go sleep. Lee, go sleep. Go sleep. Tara's going to make us all sausage rolls, so it's fine. I'm sure Tara makes a delicious sausage roll, so we're sorted, basically. A sausage wrapped in pastry is a pig in blanket. No, a sausage wrapped in bacon is a pig in blanket. Or at least it is in the UK. Now the question is, do you have a sauce to dip it in? You can dip it in whatever sauce you like, Mikey, for all I care. But it's usually you can have ketchup. I often quite have sweet chili sauce on sausage rolls because I'm a bit crazy. I'm sure Tara makes a lovely tomato sauce. Barbecue for Tara. Let's go. A little bit of barbecue's delicious. Chat's going fast. Tara's brings an old sausage roll. Yes. In the US, a pig in blanket is a UK sausage roll. Okay. Interesting. Annie's having her tea. Excellent. Good. Gonna have nightmares about this. What about sausage rolls? How dare I go live? I literally told you, mate. I literally told you it. I literally told you I was going live, wait. And you said you didn't want to wait. You said you'd rather raid the Australian shy girl instead of the British one. You couldn't be up there that long. I'm sorry, lovey. It's just time. It's time zones and stuff. It's time zones and stuff. Am I actually building this? Or should I just talk to you? This is the question. What is happening? Terra is the Australian shy girl. That's fine. Shall I try? You can't sleep. Oh. Well, we're gonna try and chill out here as long as we don't pick on Terra anymore. Why did you hate me, Terra? Right here, literally the other 39-year-old blonde trans girl. Annie, you are your own original and special and beautiful and gorgeous Annie Crevice. You do not need to be a shy girl. You do not need to be a knockoff of a shy girl at all. If anything, and as we all know, I am the knockoff of Annie Crevice. So what way? The say Twitch mobile put asterisk over Lamau. What the fuck? What? You're the colony. Excellent. A bit of colonization. The way do I put? Oh, okay. Yeah. We don't. We've got to censor everything away. People have got precious little eyeballs here. Precious little eyeballs that we have to look after. Lamau is a slur, exactly. But don't really want a campfire site. But we're going to put a park in here. I'm literally going to try and build something in my city. That's way too big. How about this nice little hedge park thing? Like that. That's cute. We like that. A little bandstand for people. Lovely. You love touching Terra. I think everybody should touch Terra as much as possible. Just to make them really angry. I'm sorry, Terra. Nobody touched Terra without Terra's consent. You're not going. Annie's not going to touch you. It's perfect. Terra has stray cat energy. I get that. I understand that. I understand that. I get that. Like you really wanna. You know you shouldn't, but you really wanna. And just tell Terra to get good. Don't tell Terra to get good. Terra's already pretty good. Terra's pretty good already. And Terra can't ban you here, Kitty. You could almost say anything you wanted about Terra here, but I think the next time you went into their channel, you might be banned. This is kind of a safe space, but it might have repercussions elsewhere. So we have a little park, and what we're going to do is we're going to pop in these kind of buildings around the edges. So we come back to actually what we can do is grab a little picker here, a tree. put apart, but where's our flying Jigglypuffs? There aren't any Jigglypuffs in this game, Max. I'm very sorry. I think Ms. Crevice has the monopoly on flying Jigglypuffs right now. So I do apologise. Maybe we can sort something out. Maybe we can find this one. But we got these little kind of these buildings like this. And if we build a kind of like U-shape kind of thing going on. Cubans, Jigglypuffs and Cubans. Westmar now, excellent, honey. Of course, it was. I love Cubone. Cubone is so cute. Atlas, when I play this game, I get way too into decorating each block, and it takes me forever. I kind of like that. It's not usually how I played, but I've been kind of getting into a bit of that in this city. And like, we very much did that kind of thing over here in this area where we kind of planned this out. But I get, Atlas, you feel like a City Skylines person, so I get to show you my City Skylines-y things. So we've got another kind of similar section over here with a park at the back of it that we've built, a little kind of almost custom, but it's kind of got these buildings in it and then stuff. But we've got an advert in the minute as well, which is a bit annoying. So we're going to waste a bit of time while that advert goes on. Gonna waste a bit of time. Wait till Atlas comes back, just in cases. Because you love these trees. Yeah, but we have a beach. We also have dirty water, so let's ignore that for a minute. But we've got a lovely beach going on. A car park behind it, and stuff, and a bit of grunginess underneath. You have turbo, good, excellent. Excellent, we love a bit of turbo. So we've got a little bit of grunginess underneath our thing, which is nice. So we're going to sort that issue in a minute. And then we've got this kind of like little kind of harbour town kind of thing going on. Got a ferry going round, picking people up, which is cute. Kind of like this is kind of Golden Girls country and Murder She Wrote kind of Northwest America kind of vibes going on. And then we got a big long beach over here. People park up at the car park. They can all go for a walk on the beach and stuff. So we've been getting into the detailing and stuff. We've got canals all over the place. And apparently we have poo problems. So, is one of these things overloaded or something? Ignore that. We have poo problems, everybody. We have poo problems. Thank you. We try to be pretty. As I say, we took a bit of a break because I didn't want to burn out, because we were waiting for the next DLCs for the game and stuff, the bridges and stuff. So we took a little bit of a break, but we've had this Netherlandsy thing update. Let's click into here and actually see what the issue is. Is it just bottlenecked? Is it just poisoned? Is it this? Yes, it's this. This over here has been toxified. Okay, so we need to turn that off so that it is no longer poisoning everybody. So where is the water pollution coming from? Is it coming from... Oh no! I was a fool! I was a fool and forgot that we had that there, and I've now polluted it with our big massive paper factory and the recycling centre. No! Oh dear. And I've poisoned everybody. Oh dear. I poisoned everybody. Sad. They need a little poison. Yeah. A little bit of poison never hurt anybody. Does it let me? I can't really see in the water pipes, can I? 0 water pollution apparently. It does tell you. So hopefully all these little symbols will disappear slowly now that we're no longer poisoning everybody. Because we have tons of water. So let's just keep that there as a warning for history. So that future people will have to learn from that mistake. But yeah, we are. What's been burning down? What's been happening? Somebody's gone plop off the road. People just disappearing. Somebody's jackknifed their truck. They've clearly been playing truck sim and then grabbed the wrong mouse or something. Jackknifed. Definitely never happened to me. Are you okay? Were you okay? There was a truck in the power lights. Okay. I got a load of subway trains. Are they just spare? I assume they're spares. That's burnt down, so let's just trash it. But yeah, the city is doing pretty well. We have a few ambulance issues, but that is just the way it goes. So should we get back into doing this little bit over here? And we just kind of grab that with this. We can plop 2 of them in. I'm going to do the same on every corner, just for kind of, consistency. And then we come into our find it. We should be able to set that to be 1, so it only finds level 1s. And then if we do, how many spaces have we got? 3, 6, 9, 12 and a bit. So what I might actually do is say 2 wide and then Netherlandsy. I'm just gonna plot these in kind of almost randomly. Kind of actually mirroring it, so that's not the end of the world. So let's do it symmetrical, shall we? Should we go careers into it symmetrical? That feels like the Dutch might do it symmetrical. They've all got little skylights on and stuff as well. Very pretty. And then would this do this? And we have a little stubby bit that comes out this way. Like that. And then we have a stubby road that goes there. Can you snap onto that road, please? I don't know. Fine, don't. We got this other one. We got the 3s as well. We could do the 3s again, but should we do it slightly different? Yeah, squarey ones. And then the twos, got one that fits in with this design. You do not want to snap to that road, do you? Kind of like that one in the middle. But we have this kind of big U-shaped thing going on. And it's a lot shorter. We did have all high rises here for anybody that came in with these raids. So we've kind of lowered the height of all of this. It's all much lower. And these are the only really high rises that are remaining left. I kind of even want to get rid of a few more of them. Like get rid of that one, get rid of that one. So that the high rises are only on the very perimeters and stuff. I think is good. I'm wondering what to do with this little section here. I do wonder if there is some kind of shopping-y thing we can do. Oh, I kind of wish there was. I wish we had a park that was a market. And maybe we can build something. Maybe we could do a custom-y thing. Because we have, in the park assets, we have the little stock food carts and stuff. Because what I would think it would be cool and cute is if we could build some kind of like little market day type thing going on here. Because that feels kind of Dutch to me as well. I'm not exclusively doing Dutch, but I kind of like doing something that would kind of fit this kind of vibe of all these houses. So I'm just wondering if there's anything we can put in that kind of serves that we can expand, because that there is kind of the start of it. Because I like adding the little parks so that we get people actually coming here. We can probably grab that again. Is it going to have the same texture? It's not. Just to be annoying. Because I actually really like that texture. Should we just plop a few of these? Like this. So anyone that's not the correct texture can get gone. That's correct. Those are correct. Let's get rid of those. They're all generated slightly different, have they? Yeah. So that's kind of helpful. And then we just move them. And we squidge a few of these together. It is a different texture. Okay. They are different, annoyingly. So I actually kind of like the light texture even more. So we're going to trash all of these ones. And we will move these so they kind of, yeah, perfect. You're not going to snap to the end, okay. Should we do this? You can just move the textures, that's fine. That's kind of viewable from every angle, so it kind of needs to be more like that. And then we can grab the surfaces and just grab all of these and push them to the edges, which is nice. There we go. So we can. It's the very start of it anyway. But this is why I like actually having actual parts, because people are going to interact with them. And then we just kind of pretty the edges up. Kind of interested what that looks like. It's much different to the pattern that's there. I do feel like these thumbnails are correct. What we're doing, we're going to put in some plant pots. And we shall stick these in a line. And we'll do this. And again, just to make this feel bigger than it is. I mucked that up, didn't I? Like that. Like this. The one, please. Plop. Plop. And then let us stick in a few extra little food carts everywhere. Like this is kind of properly populated. Like they're having a little food festival or something going on. Big Fukati thing. It's got the logo on it as well, which is good. Just put that kind of on the back of this one, maybe. It's very kind of Christmas market kind of thing. Food stall. Kind of like the tent. The tent feels less permanent. Shall we put these back to back? Like that. And then maybe one more here. Should we point it facing it outwards just for something different? Then we've got a few little extra tables and chairs and stuff. I kind of like putting bins in just because it's an extra little thing that makes it feel a bit more lived in. Yeah, I'm leaving a few empty spaces just for difference. Could you stop driving your park maintenance vehicle through my fair, please? My food fair, my delicious, tasty thingy bob. And then shall we kind of try and pop some poplars in these thingy bobs and completely miss. I'll come and squiz them around in a second. Not the truck driving, exactly. Rude. There's some trees, and I missed completely with this one. Nope. Can I grab the tree? Are you gonna let me grab the tree? There you go. That one's fine. This one is not in the middle. This one is nowhere near the middle. Trying to find where the tree is, and it won't appear until I accidentally go over it. Fine, you stay there. This one is completely out, which makes it easier to get hold of, to be fair. I'm probably sure I could do this with filters, but I've started now. I'm trying to figure out what we could do around the edges of this, if there is anything we need to do. Just to kind of separate it, but I'm going to bollards maybe to stop these trucks from driving in. Probably makes sense if we have a bollard. What I might do is come in to find it first instead. And search for bollard. Perfect. Are these the Netherlandsy ones too? Amazing. Meters in the air seems a bit far. But yeah, little bollards could be cute. Kind of tempted to put them inside like this. There we go. I think that is probably looking pretty good. Maybe stick a few bins in as well. Just for kind of completeness. A few extra bins. Don't want to put them all exactly in the same place. And that is looking pretty good. It's looking so good that I'm actually going to save the game. And then it's just a case of kind of continuing what we've already been doing with this rest of this area a bit. And we might do something, could potentially do something interesting in another bit. Could put another square here maybe, rather than having 3 rows. I'll do this block anyway first. Let's do this block because it's going a different orientation just to see what it looks like. You're the wrong way around. These two are the wrong way around. Why the wrong way around? Spin. Nobody else the wrong way around? Nope, just them. Looking very swish though. Have we got anything that looks similar but different in here? Because it's all this stuff, all this Mediterranean stuff. we've got this white building here which kind of mirrors this stuff, which is the urban promenade stuff, and I'm just wondering if rather than doing a whole thing of this, we could kind of chop this in half, maybe. And we could do urban promenade on this bit and then go back to using the Netherlandy stuff. I take a very long time when I build my cities. We've been playing this city for a long time, and we're only at 184,000. And we're just taking our time. Shall we search in here? Not for Bollard anymore. That makes the best cities, yeah. Agreed. Urban promenade, and we'll search in here. Did I click urban promenade? Oh, there isn't any urban promenade stuff in that section. It's all there. That's what it is. It's mixed, isn't it? Which is good because it'll give us some commercial. And we want level 1s. And we're literally just gonna fill this. Ooh, these brown ones. Ooh. Ooh. They kind of match in a kind of almost but not quite kind of way. Interesting. You don't have any mid-block ones there really. Those kind of do, but not that brown, are they? Not kind of too big for our grid, but oh, I'm pressed. I don't actually mind those two different colours. I don't like the white wall though. Again, these need squidging a bit just because of the slightly janky zoning size. What we've got. I think that kind of goes, you know. And then we've got the mid-block ones. Shorter, they're all a bit shorter. That's just massive. Because it is going to be don't have any 3 by whatever, that's kind of the wrong way around, it's 4 deep. It would have to be a 2 on the opposite side. So pop a couple of those in. Obviously these are going to upgrade anyway, so they might get a bit taller and stuff. I don't mind it. See, this is what I wanted to get something that mirrored this white building here that we've got. I feel that kind of works, you know. This kind of combination of the brown Netherlandsy buildings with this urban promenade stuff. Ooh. Oh, we got another container ship going through our tiny canal. This is not for you. This is not for you. And then another one. Please go around the side. Honestly. Jeez. And this is why we need the Bridges and Ports DLC. Jeez. Let's get these all squidged up next to each other. Because these have all graded, haven't they? That was a other block. There's a few gaps in there. See, this is what I don't like. This is before I got this mod of where you can plop things manually. I don't mind the two different colours. I would prefer them all to be a brownie colour than that grey, but it's not the end of the world. Can we grab that then and put one on? We've got a 4 gap, which is a bit of a strange annoying size. We do that. And green, I wouldn't want the green one, but again, I don't actually have the recolor mod installed in this playset, which I probably should do. Recently, I've been playing Tropico. I've seen people playing Tropico. City Planet players have been playing that. A big part is bridging islands, and the boats also just go right through it. Yeah, we've got a mod installed in order to have our little ferries. Our little ferry going around here. Our little ferry mod. And it lets us put in these little tiny routes, water routes and stuff. So we've got a little narrow seaway, or a very small seaway. It's what it actually is, this little tiny one. But these cargo ships insist, and ferries and stuff insist on coming into my tiny canals because you can't stop them. So you end up with fun, interesting things like this. And this isn't even our cargo ship. No, these are from the outside world, and they're just coming through our city, which is terribly rude. We kind of need to build a kind of Suez Canal type situation, a Panama Canal, where it's actually a bigger thing, that they will a better route for them to go down or something. But yeah, our city's getting bigger and bigger. We've still got lots of space to move into though. Got lots of suburbs. Very few high rises because I don't really like high rises. But yeah, I kind of like doing low risey stuff. So we finish this block off, shall we? And we will pop in. We need a little 2x corner, and then a little 1 or 2x2 block here. I really need to install the recolor mod so that we could kind of like colour these all the same, make it a bit more cohesive. But I think that is a nice little kind of varying it up a little bit rather than doing the entire section exactly the same. Then we have this, and this has 297 residents and yet has no car parking on it. So they're all parking on the street. So I would like to add in a car park. And I'm looking at this bit over here as the opportunity to put in a car park. But I don't often like putting it in, well, I say often, I've kind of got quite a few here, but I do like building custom car parks. So first off is to see if we've got a car park that will just plop in this area nicely. Moderate kind of fits, large is too big. We could put two of these wide ones in. It basically fits in there. They basically are perfect, except for that little office building on the end here. We literally might just move down here. And it's just got a column, a bridge coming into it, but that's fine. And then we can squidge that one that way. Squish that way a bit more. They do fit perfectly in there, so I'm kind of not hating it. I don't like that entrance being kind of offset with that, but I can live with that because we're never going to look at that again. You don't feel very connected though. Can we adjust the surfaces a bit? Yeah. If we get rid of that point, get rid of that point there, get rid of that one, get rid of that one, get rid of that one, and then drain these up. Perfect, it feels more like one homogeneous thing. I just hope we're not going to end up with a queue now. Where is your route going? I think that bus stop can now get moved outside of our little park area. And this one, actually, you know what? This one can get moved out of this side of the park here, like that, and then this one can come down here, just to bring people a slightly different route. And we're going to put grass on that side there. We've got lots of cars parking on the roads everywhere. I don't want them parking on this route here because it's basically a main road. Nor on this one because that might get upgraded to being like a 3 or something. Don't mind this other road here. We don't have parking anywhere on this. So let's get them off of here. Not push them into that car park. Yes, it's filling up now. Do we do this again over here? Because we could literally copy and paste it potentially. Or do we keep that as kind of unique on its own? I'm also wondering whether these could come up this road. A little bit. I think maybe I want this block to be the Netherlandsy stuff. What are a couple of suggestions for people building their first city? Take it slow and don't overextend yourself. But yeah, taking it slow and not building too much is my advice, probably. Really, not just building a billion roads and a billion houses that you can't then afford it, and kind of take it slow. Get some windmills in there for your power. Hope you're doing good. We are gonna come back to these Netherlandsy buildings, and the grid's a bit of a squishy size, but we can put in some of our corners that we've got somewhere here. I kind of like these squarey boxy ones. So we might do this with these. No, we don't have enough space. Because we don't have any corners with these ones, which was our issue before. And this grid isn't the right size. Can we change this to be an alleyway and we'll get an extra cell then? So we just do that and shrink that down, we'll get an extra cell to plop these things into. It can get filled in with a little row house. Grab that and put that one there. What have we got? We could almost do this. Can we get a footpath down here? Yes, okay. Get a footpath down there, and then we can do this. I like this. I think this is a good idea. We just need a little bit of tidying up. Actually get these things lined up. Because we could pull these back from the road and literally we wouldn't have to put any more things in here. Because if we pull this back from the road, a lot more of a footpath there. We can put some bushes and stuff, or some planters on that. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So if we squidge all this way, yeah. And again, when you have these buildings which are older, so that's kind of like the original frontage, and then these buildings are clearly kind of like 60s kind of buildings, so anything that was here has been demolished, and then they would have prioritised a bit of public space and stuff. And I'm coming from this a very architecturally point of view. Got to use their degree somehow, but we can make that little bit of public space at the front look a bit nicer. Yeah. Turn a negative of having a funny sized block into a positive. Like I say, we put some trees and some planters in the front of this. It'll look proper. So we find our little planter. On the angle, interesting. Planters, and then we'll do what we did before with trees. Could do the bollards again as well. Tree. 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 There we go. And so if we go find our bollards again, because I feel like I'm going to stick these bollards across everywhere in my city. And we can grab that. The spacing by default is great. Literally going to stick these things everywhere going forward. Lovely. Because they just add that little tiny bit of detail, small detail and stuff. I like it. It's like feels like one of the better things not better things, but one of my more favourite things we just literally just done. And it felt like it was going to be a pain in the butt with this extra bit of space, but we've actually turned it into something really pretty. And I kind of want to repeat it over here. Got a bit of a subway issue there. But yeah, it's looking, this area is now looking really pretty. And I wasn't excited by it before, and it looks really pretty now. That's only 5 deep, is it? It's another road that should probably come out an alleyway. So if we just come in and plop. Let's flip that around so there's not a we've got 3 and we could, like, 3 is a nice number, 3 is a magic number. Yes it is, it's a magic number. So we could have 3 and then do something different up here. Again, that could even be a park. With the subway station in it. So we don't have to then worry about, we could move that car park over here, put the park in, so we don't actually have to worry about like something with a corner missing. Or maybe it would look okay with the corner missing. Like if we do that again over here. And it goes up to there. We need some buildings to fill in that gap then. Never gonna look at it from this point of view, but it's not the worst thing. that's the extension to that. And then that's the extension there. And then that one. Again, they need a bit of jigging. That's not the worst thing. And once we get them all squidged back and everything, I think we can go with that. I think we can do that. And this is how I build cities, really flipping slowly. I'm going to squidge this way on this block. What am I? Am I going to centralize it? Let's get them all squidged together first and we can move them around. Okay, I think we do just want to squish that one a bit further. Thank you. Why are you intersecting? You're literally the same, and yet you're intersecting there. Have I lined the wrong bit up there? Yeah. Perfect. And then we grab all four of them and kind of move them into the middle. There. And then how are you related to that? Let's go that way a bit. Okay, so we will just continue that design up there. And then we do the same thing over here. We squidge these buildings next to each other. It's already pre-squidged. Lovely. And they're basically in line there as well. Easy peasy. So it's planters, then trees, and then bollards. And the window by the camera disappears. Right. Planters. 5 for some reason. There we go, and then trees. Better just to plop them in manually. There we go. And then we just need to squizzle them into the right places. one's already in the right place. That one goes in there. Slightly noisy buses. In the shadow, I'm not sure this tree would grow necessarily. Perma shadow. And then back into here, type the lovely word bollard. We can favourite this, can't we? Yeah, we love this one. And we will just bollard this up. Should we also put some bollards across this road? Yeah, kind of like that. On this one. Because we will still get service vehicles going down there, but it kind of just ties it all together a bit, I think. That's not connected. Which is fine, we can live with that. But that's really pretty. I like that. What is that bus doing? So, we've missed this section out. I kind of still feel like we need to put a car park in. Another one. Because it being opposite that, it's kind of a good reason to have a car park in here. This having 108 households, it feels like it should have a car park. Basically this car park kind of fits in here perfectly. Yeah. Plus it fills up a block really quickly and I don't have to do anything. Ooh, another container ship. Carrying vehicles. Oh, little boy. I wrote down his mother. What might be fun is with these little bitty bobs, just kind of plop in a tree in the middle of each of these. Yeah, I like that. And pop a little young one in there, which will grow up eventually, but yeah, I think that's what that would happen in the back of there. And just elevates it a little bit tiny more than having these things, because we could put a row of trees down in the middle of this, but just like little chestnuts or something. Can we get them lined up with the That's almost lined up with the thing. Just breaks that boundary up between these houses a little bit. Lovely. So we have got this next bit over here. I do feel like I want to put in the row housing along this and see how we get on. So I think we might actually need to do this manually. Goodbye bollards. Back into here. Filter, just that, just level ones. I want all level 3s, and then we just want row houses. I only want front ones. Literally going to give me the same thing. It's these ones, isn't it? Bit too fancy. What I'm actually going to do is, in order to get a bit of randomosity, is literally just zone this in. Because then I can just squidge them together. Because none of those want to join in because of that, which is a tad annoying. Are we going to get little ones on this side? We are. We will see how those fit in with these bigger ones. Once they grow in, because what I'm thinking is that this little corner here is more likely to be original than this stuff over here. It's more likely to have these older buildings. Can we grab these whilst they're still building? Are we sure I can? We just get a billion cranes. But that means we get more, which we can move up. 1,000 cranes. The city of 1,000 cranes. It's gotten all dark outside now. Apologies. Don't know why my game has started doing this, but it has. Very rosy cheeked. It's very warm in here, despite the radiator being freezing. That's what City Skylines does. It heats the room up. Lovely new PC though. It's nice and cool. But here we go, get a lot of variation and stuff that you wouldn't get if you, or wouldn't get easily if you were plopping them manually. And sometimes no variation is nice, so that you can have all that big homogeneous blocks like that, but with this I want them to feel like they've been built by individuals a long time ago. I still love that these end pieces have like a little mini house on the back. I think that's so clever. I think that is working now. That is giving me what I want. So I think we can continue that certainly up to the highway here. If we stick a little pedestrian street in there. Just gonna budge that as far close to the highway as possible. It's literally like almost touching it. It's like this person in this house is just like miserable. Like this person here is not getting any sleep at all. We can then zone all that with this stuff, and then another one. And go up like that. And there can be a road that goes across there. Nope, I've accidentally selected my high rise again. So put that person back. They thought they were getting off. They thought they were getting away. They went. They're literally in the highway now. Maybe we can be nice. Maybe we should just move it there. Because we're not going to be able to fit another building in that. A little bit further away. It feels a bit nicer for them. And then we can just have a little road down here. Like that. That makes more sense. A little bit of an air gap. I don't actually think, can you have? No, you can't have sound barriers on raised, which is incorrect for real life because you can. Here we go, these have all grown in and that looks so pretty. I like these ones where it extends out in a big long extension. Little courtyard in there. Don't like the white wall on the back. I feel like they could have put some windows on that. Just that section there, maybe, just to pretty it up. Obviously, that's looking into next door's garden, so maybe that's why the designers haven't done that. But this is looking really pretty and really realistic as well, which is nice. A little mixture of stuff, not too uniform. Blinky blink. Alright, we do have this odd shaped little parcel here, which with this slightly phallic water tower, I feel like we should. Do you need a road, or are you okay with that one? We could do this, and we can build a little kind of parky bit around it, which I think will look cute. I can never remember which texture is which. I'm aware this has got lines on it. I think actually the one with lines on it might be better. And what I'm actually going to do before we put the texture in is we are going to draw some paths around this. Just extending them past. So that we can know what we're doing. That. And what I might do is just move that out of the way for the minute. And we will do this. So let's say that we are, I can't actually see all the numbers because it doesn't give me them. Which is kind of annoying. Eyeball this. That, and then move this back in here. And I don't actually want that path. And on this side, I'm going to pop in a little tiny office there, even though we have zero demand for offices. And that's just so that I can kind of figure out where the edge of that was, even though it's now run away. Might as well just put our path around like that. It'll be the edge of our park. Like so. And then we can come back with our sources and use that as our guideline. Like so. And then vegetation. Let's put hedges in so we put it all the way down. Hey strangers, feels like it's been a long time. How are you doing? Probably a bit too big for a tree here. We are just working on the city now that we've got these Netherlands things. Yeah, I am loving it so far. We've been working on this area. I literally trashed this entire area today, and we've been chucking them in because they're literally perfect for this city. I am loving it. Built this thing over here, a little farmer's market going on. Some of these buildings are very plain, these ones, but I kind of love them. It looks really good with the urban promenade stuff. Yeah, like I need to get the recolor mod because I kind of like this color with these buildings, so I want to recolor some of these things. But literally, and I'm going crazy over this little tiny bollard. Yeah, I'm really pleased with them. We've got the little windmill hidden over here as well, just as a little Easter eggy type thing, which I think is gorgeous. But yeah, I'm really loving this Netherlandsy stuff. It fits in so well with my city theme. It's like the perfect set. Like even these little things that we just did for these blocks of buildings all squidged together. Just looks really good. Have these been upgrading? Yeah, they've been upgrading, so they're looking slightly different to each other. But yeah, I really like it. It's more of exactly what I wanted when I started building. We used these Mediterranean ones because that's literally all we had that kind of was almost the correct thing, but really these buildings are perfect. And I'm talking to myself and there's an upgrade going on, but I think we got an extra little gap here. I could put more buildings in there, but have we got a park or something that will fit in here? It's the wrong direction. That will go in there and leave a gap. I don't think there's anything that long. Will that literally fit in there? No, it's got a park on the back. We've got a car park. We've got a tiny little car park. fucking road on there. But yeah, I love this set. I love these set of buildings. They fit in so well with my theme. And this before was all vanilla high rises, and it just didn't fit at all. And it literally does. I've been having a blast with this. Oh, I just love I love these little bollards that come with the pack. They're literally game changing. But yeah, we haven't played cities for a while because I was waiting for the bridges and ports, and then I saw the update and saw City Planners Plays' video on this, and I went, I literally have to stream this because it is awesome. I'm just trying to think what we were going to squidge in here, because we are going to end up with a little gap at the back, and I don't think we have falls with this. If I get rid of that, we don't have falls anywhere. Anything? No. Not at all. That can't be right. We have got, there are longer row houses, aren't there? Have I got some kind of tool thing on here? Because literally nothing is showing up now. Clear filters, thank you, there we go. So if we say that we want level 1s, and I want them 5 deep and 1. It gives us these 2 little row buildings, which is perfect. We're just going to squidge 2 of them in just to fill that up. All the space, and these are slightly more modern versions of these. Perfect. I just want to, in here, before we move on anywhere else, try to pop in just like some blobs. Just to mix it up a little bit. Should we put some benches and stuff in here? I think we should. Make it look a little bit lived in. People can sit and gaze at the water tower. bin, because bins make things look realistic. But yeah, just a little tiny park around the water tower. And we've literally got this entire section over here to do as well. Got this new lovely little substation, which is amazing, and I think there are other places we need to build that in. Maybe not there, but there's a few like here we could put one in. It's so tiny and so pretty. Right there, doesn't need to be a big massive one, even though it can't get away with it because there's enough space. That's all industrial, so that's fine. That's fine. Get away with it. I've kind of designed a lot of this with the big ugly one in mind, so we don't actually need to swap a lot of these out. It was mostly this one here where it's going to be right in the middle. But yeah, this is looking really pretty. It looks so thought out and ordered and realistic and actually proper rather than just a load of plopped, zoned, vanilla high-rises. I wish I could flip back to what it looked like before, but I can't. And it does look, it looks way more like what I envisioned this city to look like than even these bits, because it goes back. This is like literally the first row of houses that I put in, and it's these new assets are literally emulating this. But yeah, I am gonna see if we can find who I'm gonna raid into in a minute, a little bit. So let's save a sec. We're not going to necessarily finish right now, but I just need to see who we could be raiding at. And the game's probably going to flicker and go off. Oh no, it's fine. Who could we be raiding into is the question. Ooh. It's actually a ton of people on, which is nice. Yeah, that is definitely who we are going to raid. So hopefully they're still going when we do finish in a little minute. So we're going about 15 more minutes. Shall we just kind of check around the city, because this little section over here feels like a little bit longer than a 15-minute job. And I'm so happy with this area, this side of the highway, that I don't want to rush that bit. This could lose a few extra little trees in it, which I will just plop in right now. Just make sure anarchy is off. We will just like spam a few trees in here just to fill that up a little bit. The pines like to get squidged in because they are so small. Just want to pad that out a bit more. Just get some poplars and stuff in there. Just to separate that a little bit more from the highway. I think we might even, pop on some sound barriers on this side. Not that anybody's complained, but I feel like that is a nice thing to do on that side. Just where we know there are homes and stuff. And we can continue that right up to here. And just make something look slightly different. Also a safety thing, so that people can't run off here and get run over. Is there any other issues going on in the city? They've still got garbage issues. All of the poo issues that or the dirty water issues I created before all fixed themselves because of this. This has been poisoned, so the city has turned it off. Because some silly person built a paper factory and a recycling centre right next to it. And we've not had any of the drastic death issues that we've had before, so I wonder if any of those are things that have been fixed in a patch or whatever. Everybody seems to be parking again. We've got tons of money. It is looking pretty good. Stone's good. They want more oil. Do we have any more oil? What's this game? How does this game work? I can't remember. Because our oil industry is all the way up here in town. On those things. I don't think we actually have access to any more oil readily. It's a bit under all those houses. That'd be a fun storyline to add into the city. Just like an oil company buys this area and just trashes it all. Got a bit up here we could connect into. That's a ways away. It's literally not very much. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 right in the corner. It's probably that one if we were going to go and do it. Which we're not going to do right now because again it feels like a bigger job. So, to be fair, we've got the money. And we could just pop in a really oh, I really want to build on this valley. Could we just connect it here? No, it's going to need power and stuff. We could bring that across. Should we do that for funsies? Where we literally build an outside connection. Oh, I can't do it here anyway. Let's just do this. I'll do it this way and I'll buy the tiles in a sec. And we do this. I do have a road coming there, so we could do this. It's always the last 15 minutes of stream where things just get crazy. We just add in a bunch of weird roads. How can we get down this easily and realistically? Because it goes up there. Slope that way like that. So we are going to connect back up with our road. It's going to get steep here. It's kind of a natural slope there, so let's get rid of that. Go. Just some completely random roads. And let us purchase a tile. Or 4. We have the money, it's fine. And then we will pop in some more oil industry. I am not wide awake. I am falling asleep. There we go. We will wait for that to do its thing. Oop, there we go. There's our death care issues. We knew they existed. Things are leveling up. I think we will find somewhere. There was a nice place to save it. Like here or something. Or should we come down here even? Like this. We flip it round and go crazy. What's going on there? I'm just trying to find a nice area to save it like this. There we go. Save the game. Nice thumbnail. Lovely. Let us flip back onto here. And I will exit to desktop. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining me this evening. This little, our usual little kind of chill Friday night after work stream. Happy to be back in City Skylines for a little bit. Hopefully the actual Bridges and Ports DLC will come eventually soon, because that is what I need for my city. But it has been funsies. I think we had 3 raids, which was crazy. Was it 2? It was 3 because it was llama. So we'll give. Was llama first or was it Annie? It was Annie. So we'll give Annie Crevice a little shout out again. Hopefully she is all snugged up and sleeping. And we'll give one little llama a shout out, because they are a cutie. And then we had Terra Stormer as well, which was so cute, even though I was picking out Terra. So 3 raids is crazy. I will be back. I'm pretty sure I will actually be back tomorrow, which is different for me because I don't think not going to be back on Sunday. So we'll be back tomorrow perhaps. I have literally no idea what we're doing. But we are gonna raid our lovely friend Mr. Trashcan, who is also playing cities. So we can go hang out and watch somebody else do a marvellous job in cities. So please come along, please come say hi if you are here. And we will go hang out. But thank you everybody that was here. I love you all. I bang my mic. Bye bye.